Alejandro Garnacho needs more chances to start for Man United, but how does Erik ten Hag fit him in? The Argentina youth international winger has turned into a fan favorite, and the time has come for him to prove he is more than just a super sub when a player causes more excitement in the stands while he is on the sidelines than his teammates do when they are on the pitch. You know you have a star on your hands. When Alejandro Garnacho came out to warm up against Wolves last Saturday, the anticipation among the Manchester United fans at Old Trafford was palpable. Chants of "Viva Garnacho" rang out across the stadium, lifting supporters who had become a little drowsy watching their team try to see out their 1-0 lead. The mere sight of the Argentina youth international, who endeared himself to fans as one of the leaders of last season's FA Youth Cup triumph, was more interesting than what Antony and Jadon Sancho were offering in an unconvincing second-half display. In a mere 9 minutes plus stoppage time on the pitch, Garnacho was able to score to make it 2-0 and clinch all 3 points. Antony has not managed to score in his last 7 appearances, and Sancho has not netted in his last 4. Having returned from 2 months out with an ankle ligament injury, Garnacho looks ready to round off his breakthrough season with a bigger role in United's final 4 matches. The fans are desperate to see more of their new hero, but Erik ten Hag must balance their demands with what works best for his team. The most impactful of substitutes. Garnacho has scored all 3 of his Premier League goals after coming off the bench, and all of them came in the 85th minute or later. Only Son Heung-min and Callum Wilson have scored more league goals as a substitute than Garnacho this season. His debut goal to snatch a 2-1 win at Fulham in November, which was reminiscent of Cristiano Ronaldo's winner at Craven Cottage 14 years previously, came in the 92nd minute, after he had come on in the 72nd. His second league strike, away to Leeds to seal a 2-0 victory, came in the 85th, while his goal against Wolves was in the 94th minute. Garnacho's other major contribution in the Premier League this season was when he set up Marcus Rashford's winning goal against Manchester City. That was also a game in which he had started on the bench, coming on in the 72nd minute. 10 minutes later, he latched onto a through ball from Bruno Fernandes on the break, smacked a cross against Manuel Akanji's face, then span away from Nathan Ake to tee up Rashford to score and seal a 2-1 win. Another memorable performance came when he was a substitute in the 4-2 win over Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. When he came on, United were trailing 2-1, but Garnacho provided assists for their last 2 goals, setting up Rashford and Scott McTominay. Not as effective as a starter, Garnacho has started only 4 Premier League games and he did not perform particularly well in any of them. In those 4 matches, against Aston Villa, Leeds, Leicester and Wolves, United took 7 points from a potential 12. He made poor decisions against Leeds, and when he was taken off in the 59th minute, the team were trailing 2-0. In his absence, they eventually battled back to draw 2-2. The teenager also struggled to make an impact when starting against Leicester, and was taken off even earlier, at halftime for Sancho. Just as he had done after coming on against Leeds, the England winger went on to score in an eventual 3-0 win. Garnacho was also taken off at halftime away to Wolves, though he had only been named in the team after Rashford had been dropped for turning up late to a team meeting. Rashford went on to score in the 1-0 win. The longest Garnacho has lasted in a league game was in the 3-1 defeat at Aston Villa, his first Premier League start, when he was hooked in the 65th minute. Garnacho has fared better starting matches in the Europa League. In his first competitive start for United against Sheriff Tiraspol, he was voted man of the match. That was enough to earn him another starting berth for the trip to face Real Sociedad, where he scored his first goal for the club in a 1-0 win. He also started the FA Cup 5th round tie with West Ham, although he did not play well overall, despite grabbing what was effectively the winning goal in the 90th minute. No time for experiments given what has happened in previous Premier League games. It is understandable why Ten Hag might be reluctant to start Garnacho away to Bournemouth on Saturday, or in the final 2 home matches against Chelsea and Fulham. This stage of the season is no time for experiments. With Liverpool breathing down United's necks and trailing them by only 1 point in the race for 4th place, United need to win 2 of their final 3 games to be assured of qualification for next season's Champions League.